What's going on? What's going on, my peoples? Um, yeah, man. Sorry. Normally, I just want to apologize. Normally, I have everything set up and stuff like that. I kind of put it early yesterday on what we was going to do and what we was going to talk about. With that being said, welcome to Comic Cons, where we talk comics, movies, and other pop culture the things. Do versus dream matches. We're gonna have versus back. I have a special guest for the next match. It might be James Bond versus John Wick. I think me and KG's gonna have to hash that out. Salute to my brother KG. He's somewhere out there listening. But let me introduce my co-host. Is uh Stay Ready and Derek Games in the house, man. How y'all doing?
What's up with the family?
I'm
Um,
doing blessed, man. I appreciate it. Once again, you two brothers talking about this is so I'm proud to say it's the highlight of my week, man. I appreciate both of y'all.
hey,
Thank you.
hey, yo, look, Derek. It's
Yeah.
crazy because if you think about it, you was one of the people, you and my bro Mac, and all my people that always listen and come in and every week is once it really gets big and we start having people to where we can't even keep up with the comments, I'm always remember the people that was there in the beginning, especially you and Mac because you know this ain't easy every week. And I gotta also shout out Mac too because Mac he can't do this for boxing like how he used to when me and him first started. Mac got that energy that he had when I first met him when we used to be covering boxing together for this. Every time I ask Mac, it surprises me. He's always ready. Oh yeah. Let's do this. Let's do that. So and I
It's
already know you down, Derek.
it's
What I mean?
comics. So I got the same love for comics as I do boxing. It's just boxing, man. It
But you
hurts.
remember how we used to be in the beginning.
Yeah, I do. I do remember. I actually miss it.
Like that old time when I used to be working at this job with the kids. It was like an amusement park in our mall on 42nd. And Mac used to hit me up. He used to be like, "You can come on the show." I was like, "Yeah, but I got to turn the camera off." Matt, he was interviewing Hot Sauce. Shout out to Hot Sauce. You know what I mean? He used to interview Manny. Now I'm going back, Mac.
I
This is
know,
when I was still in the amateurs.
but Manny just retired. Hot Sauce got a fight coming up.
Okay, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to you, bro. Uh, all to both of y'all. I appreciate y'all. There have been a few times, even I talked to y'all separate, where I didn't even. I was like, "Yo, I need some time off." You know what I mean? This is that and the third, and y'all both was like, "Nah, just you know what I mean. Keep doing what you doing." And I'm glad, because now I'm ready. You know what I mean to do whatever you know it needs to take for us to get bigger. I know it's not going to happen overnight. It's just like Rome, it wasn't built overnight. But with all of the people in the chats help and with you two guys help, I think that and with my consistency, I think we could definitely take this to the top, man, to where we're gonna probably get other comic book channels eventually that recognize us. They gonna want to be on the panel and talk to us about stuff. So I appreciate y'all. That's all I wanted to say. Let me get
No,
in this.
man, it's no problem, man. I enjoy movies, comics, man. I enjoy it, man. It takes me to a place in my mind on an adventure, man. So this ain't doing nothing but reliving my younger days when I used to read comics
Yeah,
and
that's what
watch
it kind of takes
movies.
me back to. Yes, I agree.
So yeah, I enjoy it, man. It is no problem.
Let me get in these comments real quick and salute all the family real quick. Salute to Eric Jordan, always showing me love, man. Love you to death, bro. Thank you for always coming through and supporting.
Let's go, bub.
Salute to Amanaz, always popping up, showing love, man. Appreciate you, Amanaz.
Let's go, bub.
Salute to my brother D Man Jr. You know what I'm saying? D Man, I gotta play this, man, because you I can't escape your ass, man. You really like my big brother.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes.
My buddy and me looking.
He's the one that I didn't know nothing about that song. D Man recommended me to put that song on there. He said he started laughing. So salute to D Man. Salute to my bro, Big Joe Townsend, always supporting me, always showing love. Love you to death too, bro. For years on both channels. He'll be on both sides with it. So appreciate you, bro. Always. Shout out to the Bay Area. So today, what we're gonna be doing, I like to explain what we're doing before we do it. We basically are gonna be doing our own story arcs. You see how they got the What If series coming up, and that's real popular. I know a lot of people that be hitting me up. It's like, yo, you see, it's coming back out. You know, so they're about to do a third season. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be talking about story arcs that we would have changed, whether it's slightly or a whole big things. This will be our story arcs or whatever. And maybe if you guys know any story arcs, you guys could be in the comments and you could tell us what story arcs you would like to change. So, Derek, man, let me start with you, man, if I can, because I know I want to get you out the way 'cause you're watching the Bengals play.
Ain't no big deal, man. I just can't look at the chats, man. I got what if the Watchers took over? And this is based upon the Silver Surfer volume 3, issues 119, 118, and 120 to 21, where a watcher named Virtu became aware of the future because he went into a breach in between universes where he met the Unilord, and the Unilord convinced him to join him and then sent him back to this is where my story arc uh, changes from sent him back to convince the Watchers to join him, and that Watcher changed his name to the Dark Council, where he tricked the Watchers into taking over by using their knowledge of science. He created these huge automatons called black bodies, where they went out and subjugate the universe and made the made the subjects of that planet worship the Unilord. So the Unilord grew in power, and
So what would your
that's where
story arc be? What would your story arc be?
um
How would you change it?
well, in the original storyline,
Yes.
the Silver Surfer defeated the Dark Council and robots. The Dark Council didn't, or the Watcher, he didn't get to go and convince the other Watchers. He Once he became the Dark Council, he stayed to himself, and he was just being used by the Unilord. My change will be where the Unilord convinced the Dark Council to trick the other Watchers into joining him, and because the Dark Council had a had the power to glimpse the future, he attained that awareness when he went into the Unilord's domain. So my story arc will diverge from the original storyline to convince the rest of the Watchers into taking over the universe and the Unilord backing them.
Okay. Before we keep going, let me salute KG, the good doctor.
Trust me, I'm a doctor.
And salute to my sis Tay Tay. Tay Tay, you might be proud of me at one of these storylines. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. You might be proud of me. Stay ready.
What's going on?
Let me know, man, because I know you. I know how you do, man. You gonna give us the first one. Give us the first one. I know it's gonna be good. I already liked your list already. I was a little bit jealous. I'm gonna keep it real because you did have some ones. This one that Derek said too, but I want to hear what you got. What's your story? We only doing 3, y'all. We would change.
Yeah, we only doing 3. I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna start off with this one, but I'm gonna wait to the end, so I'm gonna save that one. So I'm gonna start off with what if the Punisher was in Gotham? And it made me think about.
It has happened.
Yes, it
But it
has.
wasn't against Bruce Wayne Batman. It was against John what's his name? Oh
It was a
God.
crossover comic.
Yeah. But he he fought Azarath. What was his name? John Paul Valley. John Paul Valley. That's
Yeah.
what he fought.
And
He
see,
didn't
the
fight
reason,
that. If you ever read the Nightfall comics, that's the Batman that the Punisher fought. But go ahead,
yeah.
man.
Well, the reason I was thinking of that specific, and it wasn't that comic I was thinking of. I was just really coming from it from a point of view. If the Punisher was in Gotham, what would we get, and how would things shake up? Because you know how Batman is not a killing. He's not a killing type of hero, but the Punisher is. They're similar people. Punisher is almost like a Red Hood, but not, or Anarchy. If y'all know who those characters are, those are Gotham characters. And thinking about putting Punisher in Gotham and knowing the people like the Falcone family would have been took out. I think he would have took them out with ease.
Oh, they would have been the first ones. They
Exactly.
would have been the first ones.
Exactly.
They wouldn't have made it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's funny that you say that because I already know how he do like mob bosses and stuff. They took out his family, so they don't got no chance.
No.
They would have been dead. Falcone would have been dead.
Yep.
Maroney,
the Penguin,
his dad.
but just
All
because
of
he
them
was
would have been
associated with
done.
him.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. And then you think about the people that would have probably gave Punisher the most trouble would have been Joker and Two-Face. But I still think he would have made it a point to kill them. But
Mac, the crime there'd have been no crime in Gotham.
no. It'd have been petty
Salute
crime.
to Jimmy Bernard and salute to Shawa.
But the thing I would say is with Punisher and Gotham, it would kind of piss Batman off to where Batman, they're both heroes, not anti-heroes, but they are vigilante heroes. But you're stepping on his territory, and then you look at the type of compassion Batman has, compared to the compassion that Punisher has, and that'll be a conflict of interest, and you will get a battle between the two. And it would be Bruce Wayne versus Castle. Oh man, Frank Castle, man, that would be a story arc and a great movie for the ages. I swear that would be a great movie. Batman would win that hands down, but just the fact that them two would go together, because when it comes to tacticianness, army wise, Punisher hands down, but smarts and calculations, Batman would kill him every time. It'll be simple. Punisher would have to really be, it'd have to be straight surprise attacks in order for him to win, but he wouldn't, because knowing Bruce Wayne, he done already calculated all that in from the jump. But that would be a great story arc. And KG Punisher is one of my top 3 favorite comics. Frank Castle. That's why I love Cosmic Ghost Rider so much.
At least KG was honest. Shout out to you, KG. Your honesty.
I said the same thing, KG. I'm a big Punisher fan.
Let's go, Bob.
Wins that hands down.
And you know why it would be so easy for that? That's why I wish you would have watched that link that I sent you. I know Derek Gaines watched it, but
I didn't have a chance to.
Batman breaks down why he could take him out. And not only that, Punisher sometimes he leaps into things and he don't really think it through. Like I remember in Civil War, when he was trying to take out this boss, and he didn't know that the Registration Act was going on. Like, bro, you didn't think that people would be coming for you, bro? You just out here doing your regular thing, like nobody cares. Your ass definitely got to register. You know what I mean? So yeah, so little things like that makes me feel like Punisher.
Another thing you got to remember: a lot of times he fight off of anger.
Yeah, that's why I feel like Batman without thinking. Salute to Queen 71. How you doing, Queen? Queen, I'm still waiting for my stun gun baton. I'm still waiting for that. Still waiting, Queen. Go ahead. That's all you got anything on this, Derek Gaines? Oh, he watching the Bengals.
I was thinking maybe Cable would be a good versus for Batman.
That shit is not, bro. You gotta stop, bro. That is not fair. How is Cable versus Batman fair? And he's one of the most powerful telepaths in Marvel.
Well, see, Batman has a contingency plan for everything. So I was thinking,
I don't know if he got a contingency plan for telepathy. What?
I was thinking maybe
that's
he
why
can.
Martian Manhunter is the most powerful member of the Justice League. He ain't got a contingency plan for Martian Manhunter.
He did. Nah, he do.
He do, but he don't.
He do. You put that fire on his ass.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
You catch a hot one, and that's what he did. In the Doom Legacy, the Doom Justice comic, where he took out all the Justice League members. It all planned out very smart, man. Y'all better put some respect on Batman's name.
What are you? I'm Batman.
But Batman will figure it out. The one thing I can say about Batman will figure it out.
Yes, he will.
He said if he gets his hands on Batman, I don't know. Are you talking about? Who are you talking about, KG? Because if you're talking about Punisher, even hand-to-hand combat, I trust Batman more. I trust him more. I know you're going to go with the military Marine dude. I get it, but in hand-to-hand combat, I don't think he can mess with Batman. Still.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I like Punisher and all of that, but hand-to-hand combat, That's one of the things that I rank Batman highly in because he knows so many different styles. Tay Tay, he knows ninjutsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I can't even keep going. He could fence. He could do it all. And he does it every day, repeatedly, so that he's an expert. So it's really hard to beat Batman, especially if you're a human being. You might have to if he fought Captain America to a standstill, and Captain America is boosted up, I ain't gonna fry. I think he'd make easy work of the Punisher. He
Superman just got
literally
too
fought
many weaknesses for him
he
to be.
literally fought him to a
Um,
standstill. What was you saying? What was you saying, Derek?
Superman just got too many weaknesses, Tay Tay. I mean, they had to kill him to make him relevant, and then now there's
Are we
so
gonna do
many
that story, Matt? Are we doing that?
variants of Superman. You know, just he was boring. Superman is boring. Batman is just cool. As he said, it's the car.
All right, man. Let me go. Let me go to
Shit,
mine.
I was on mute. Are we doing what?
Are we gonna do the Death of Superman comic?
Hell yeah.
Okay. We gotta pick a good time to do that. I would Tay Tay birthday all the way in the summer, so that would have been a nice one to cover on her birthday, but uh we'll have to think about it. We might maybe you know what? The Superman movie come out the top of next year. Maybe around the time the Superman movie's about to drop, we should do it then. That's a good idea. We should do it then. She said, "Wow." I
They better not trash that Superman movie.
don't know. It look alright already, but you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not
Cause
going to defend nothing. I like crypto. They got few people in it, parting the sirens.
well, I know that dude took over DC, but the last
Oh,
Flash
James
movie
Gunn.
was garbage.
James Gunn. I don't
They
was James Gunn part of that? I'm not sure. I don't know if he got
I don't know.
I don't know if he got there yet. Because that could have already been in the works. Because they have been working on that movie for years, bro. Before the television
Yeah,
show.
the CGI was horrible. The storyline was
I didn't
horrible.
like it. That's when I agree with you. I don't agree with you on the Batman movie, but I agree with you on that one. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I didn't like the Batman. I just didn't. I
I
know it's a
mean, it did
different.
good. I mean, it's
Is it?
sold. It's sold.
It did good because it's
It did
Batman.
great. It did great. That ain't true because Dark Knight Rises didn't do good. It didn't do good till it hit video. That was
Facts.
one of those movies that didn't do good in the theaters. That was one of them. I just didn't put it on there
Hold on.
because I didn't have enough when we did
Tay
that.
Tay, the people you love the most are the ones that hurt you the most.
Spider sense is tingling.
You're going to get over Superman. You just gonna have to miss that episode, baby.
He said he watched the Flash 3 times. He couldn't. Shawa said husband said
Bro,
no.
I still ain't watched it. I
What,
still
what,
ain't
what
watched
you
the
mean
Flash.
by that, Shawa? Your husband said no. Type again. I don't know what you mean. Because we said a few different things.
That Flash movie was
I
garbage.
didn't even watch it. Didn't want to. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been skeptical on watching any comic book movies lately. Like I'm down on all of them.
Don't get it twisted. I think the last 2 good comic movies that I seen was the Batman, the ones that sold. It's crazy. And
I
Wolverine
get
and
that.
Deadpool. Wolverine and Deadpool was all right.
I'm gonna tell you a movie I didn't like that was a comic book movie that people don't know. Prometheus. I didn't like it.
That was a comic book movie.
You didn't know Prometheus was a comic?
Oh, he said, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." See, her husband is there. Her husband is a comic book head. She said, "Oh, James Gunn wasn't a part of the Flash movie." I knew it. I knew it. I like James Gunn, man. I like James.
I thought Prometheus was part of the Alien franchise.
I thought it was too, but that's. She said, "We in the truck." Yeah, tell him keep listening. And if he got a page, he don't gotta jump into nothing, Queen. If you want to subscribe, he can
My
subscribe.
bad.
I know you say he likes stuff like that, man. Salute to
I'm
him.
sitting here talking and accidentally exit out. But how did you not know Prometheus was a DC comic?
That's crazy. I didn't know that, bro. I did not know that.
How? Like
I
I'm
did not know
lost.
that. I don't think I even ever read those.
Bro,
It's
that's
just like you know what I didn't know was
Prometheus is not even an old DC comic. It came out in '86. He made his debut in Blue
I
Beetle.
consider old 70s and better. You're right.
Yeah,
I
he was
consider
in. He
real
was in
80s is still old,
Justice
but
League. You remember Cry for Justice, Justice League comic?
yeah,
He
yeah.
was in there. He
Okay,
was the
I
villain.
haven't read it in a while, Mac.
But
Mac,
still,
Mac, no, Mac, no,
Prometheus,
right now, Mac. You know what
Prometheus
I'm
was
reading
the
right now?
villain in that comic.
I'm reading books. I'm reading books from the 40s right now. I'm reading comic books from the 40 right
I'm reading new ones like
I'm not reading nothing new. I'm not reading nothing 2000 right now. I'm reading like all the
man.
Batmans in chronological order in the Flash comics.
Okay.
I'm not even reading nothing Marvel right now.
I'm well right now. I just started with the Uncanny Spider-Man, and man, it done already got me, bro.
I'm gonna keep it real. Them old comics is kind of good, and the wordplay they be using.
Oh yeah. Oh, they
You know what I'm
always are.
saying?
But
You
it's
know,
just
it be killing me. It be
I'm
killing.
loving the way they doing these new storyline, these story arcs. Like, hey, before you just go check out Uncanny Spider-Man. Uncanny alone should let you know what direction they're going.
He said, "Eric Jordan, what movie was trash?" Eric Jordan, the fool. What movie was trash? Oh, I think he maybe
Prometheus,
Prometheus. Maybe.
it's
Maybe.
got to be Prometheus. It was garbage.
Oh, let me go to my story arc now.
All right.
Okay, so for my first story arc, Tay, you gonna be happy. My first story arc is Injustice. Now, Injustice originally was the video game, and what happened was they made a comic book of it because the video game did so good. So basically, in the Injustice storyline, it starts off with Batman and Superman, doing their usual thing. But the Joker ends up tracking down Lois, and Lois ends up getting killed, and that makes Superman kill the Joker, and making Superman become a bad guy, become who he truly is supposed to be. There you go, Tay Tay. But in my storyline that I'm gonna change, I'm actually gonna make Batman the bad guy. And the Joker, instead of him killing Lois, in my story arc, Selena Kyle gets killed. And Batman ultimately flips out and he becomes a bad guy. He basically, all of the stuff Superman was trying to do and take over the world and stuff like that, Batman does it and the Bat family joins him. Dick Grayson, his son, Tim, I mean not Tim, Damian Wayne. um, they basically start a resistance against Superman and the people that's on Superman's side. So basically, that would be my story arc. If I could change the story arc, I would like to see what happens if Batman becomes the bad guy, even though he never is. He says Superman turns into Brightburn. You know what's crazy? That was a good movie. I don't know why I don't got that on Blu-ray. I went to the theater to go see that.
One for JJ.
That was a good one. So anybody got any comments on my story arc or want to add anything to my story arc if they know anything about the Injustice story arc?
Only thing I would throw in there is if you make Batman bad, give him a sidekick. Well, not so much of a sidekick, but a partner in crime and make it Catwoman.
No. But she's getting killed. She was
Oh,
the
you did say Selena Kyle.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah. Don't worry. You know who gonna join them? Instead of Wonder Woman joining Superman, she probably joins Batman in this one. Because in the Injustice, if you remember, when Lois dies, Wonder Woman keep trying to get with Superman
yeah.
because she feels his hurt and his loss. So that way we flip it. It goes back to how it was when I was a kid in the Justice League series where Wonder Woman was feeling Batman anyway.
Hey, KG.
What KG
Oh,
said?
this is KG because KG said, "What if Batman actually had powers?" Well, it is comics where Batman does have powers. Batman.
You never seen that when he became a Green Lantern?
Did you
Oh
ever
my!
see the Ultimate?
Yo, I'm ready to send that
Did you
comic.
read? Did you read Ultimate Batman when he killed?
Don't talk about Batman body and nobody on here, Mac. Please don't
Oh
give
yeah,
Tay no fuel. That's
but
illegal on my channel.
no, this was good. He took Darkseid powers and became absolute. And then you got one where every time Batman has got powers, he was the baddest thing walking. Like in every comic where Batman had powers, it was nobody that could mess with it, except Dark Batman, which I talked about before, when he took the Flash powers and the Flash had to come back in. That was the only way it would be. But every time he got powers, he was untouchable. Period.
Hold on, real quick. Tay stupid. Hold on.
Council have granted me permission to train you. You will be a Jedi. I promise.
She said you took your first step in a larger world. Obi-Wan Kenobi voice. Yo, you stupid, Tay. Tay stupid. Oh, you ain't got that, Derek?
No, that sounds cool the way it is.
Thank you.
Batman
Thank
becoming
you,
a good
brother.
guy, a bad guy.
Story arc that I had.
I would join him up with Slade. Slade. That's what I would join him up with.
You read too much Teen Titans. That's why you like Slade. I already know what, but I like them too. Matter of fact, maybe around my birthday, they're gonna upload new characters in the Justice League. I mean, in Suicide Squad kills the Justice League or whatever. The last character they supposed to have is Deathstroke. I'm looking forward. I'm looking very forward to that. She said Derek Gaines is a hater. That's what Tay said. All right, we coming back to Derek anyway. Adam, before Adam Bengals, what's the score?
The score?
Yeah.
The Chargers got 7. The Bengals got 3. The Bengals are at the 10-yard line of the Chargers. And now it's 4th and 2, so the Bengals are going to kick a field goal.
Okay.
I got, what if the Living Tribunal turned bad?
I mean, there wouldn't be nobody around.
Well,
Well, go ahead, tell us your story, or tell us your story.
um, it's only one comic that I can remember that he interacted with Doctor Strange. I think it was called Strange Tales, where the Living Tribunal was going to destroy. I think he was going to destroy Earth, and Doctor Strange convinced him not to, but the Living Tribunal gave him a time limit. And in the comics, the Beyonders have defeated him because they existed in a realm outside of the multiverse, so to speak. So there are entities out there that in the comics that can beat him, but he serves as the judge, juror, and basically executioner for the multiverse. And my story arc is, what if he turns bad? This goes along with what if the Watchers take over and the Living Tribunal goes to destroy the worlds that were taken over by the Watchers. So the inhabitants of that world look at the Living Tribunal as being evil. And remember, in my first story arc, the people who were taken over by the Watchers were in servitude to the Omni Lord. This goes back into the Silver Surfer Volume 3, issue 119. And the Living Tribunal goes out to destroy these worlds. So the inhabitants of these worlds look at him as evil, and he just goes to wipe them out. And they they're the inhabitants of this world doesn't stand a chance against him, or the they call them the black bodies in the comics. The robots doesn't stand a chance against the Living Tribunal, and that's the end of that story arc. Cause he just goes through, he systematically destroying worlds where he has the power to destroy the whole universe or universes. He according to, I think it was Strange Tales, he took a hands-on approach when he confronted Doctor Strange about destroying a world that Doctor Strange was trying to save. So that's where my story arc come from.
Um, and what? So you actually in your story arc, he actually takes over. Salute, Pool Man, man, salute, bro.
Um,
Let's go, Bub.
he just sets out. Remember, the Living Tribunal is supposed to make sure one universe doesn't get stronger than the next. It's supposed to be balanced, but with the Watchers backed by the Omni Lord, Unilord. I'm sorry, Unilord. Um, that 616 universe, so to speak, become very powerful. So the Living Tribunal goes out to destroy the worlds that are taken over by the Watchers. So that's
That's your.
that's also in line. That's also, I'm sorry. That's also
Now I
in
was just saying
line
that,
with,
so your story is that he ends up actually conquering her.
yes,
Okay. Only thing I would change, I would leave somebody unconquered to challenge him, because I wouldn't want
I
the conquer
did.
in land. Okay. Okay.
I
All
did.
right. Good. So then I
I
wouldn't.
did like the What If cartoon when it because at the end of the first season, Doctor Strange was in that prison when the Watcher went to him. to get some help, and it was left at a cliffhanger. He was like Doctor Strange. He was like, "So you asking for my help? So why don't you just ask?"
Facts.
So yeah, I it took some doing and thinking. So I came up with a story arc that could be feasible. It's just our imaginations working. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As long as you left somebody alive to have somebody contest it, because you got
Yes.
because if we was running a comic book company and let's say I was the guy and I was like, yo, Derek, I need this story. And I want Mac to draw. I want Mac to draw and you were to write the story, but Mac is allowed to have some input and I'll give some input. Just so and you want to have that anything you do, just in
Yeah.
case. You know, I will want you to have somebody there to contest it, just so that we can keep the issues going.
Which one? I walked away. My bad.
Uh, uh, Derek, the Living
Yeah.
Tribunal, you said takes over, right?
What'd you say?
You said the Living Tribunal.
Yeah, the living tribunal turns evil or bad.
The
So
only
basically, he takes sides.
so
Derek's storyline, he kind of destroys every person, but he leaves a couple people there.
the only
Yeah,
thing
my
I don't like about that, the Lemon Tribunal is not good or bad.
yeah, I know.
That's true.
So for him to just turn bad, it has to be a reason, and he's not just going to get rid of life because what he doesn't want to do is disturb the multiverse.
Well, this goes along, and for my first story arc, remember the Watchers took over with the power of the Omni Lord, backed by the Dark Council. The Dark Council was a Watcher that became aware of the future. So the Dark Council and Omni Lord, it goes back to Silver Surfer Volume 3, issues 119 to 121. This is where the Dark Council, the Omni Lord, I'm sorry, Unilord, keep saying Unilord, and the Black Bodies come into effect, and they go out and they conquer the known universe, right? That's in the comics, and only one person stood against them was the Silver Surfer. But in
And
my story arc, go ahead.
I will say this because you got to remember with the Living Tribunal, with the Living Tribunal,
Hmm.
eternity is right there with him. So
Hmm.
you'd have to find a way to bring eternity involved because though if he goes against the order of things, then he's going to have to fight with eternity, and then that's going to bring the Beyonders in, and the Beyonders will kill the Living Tribunal. They've done it before.
Yeah, I
Fact.
know. I mentioned that in my
Yeah.
story arc.
Yeah, he did. He
Uh,
did.
Okay.
He did, man.
Okay.
He did.
yeah.
Did you mention
Um,
eternity?
no, I did not mention eternity because there's only one person other than in Marvel folklore that is stronger than uh if you go by the comics. We're not doing what if. There's
No, I'm not.
only
I'm not
one.
doing
Right.
whatever. I know Beyonders are the only thing stronger than Living Tribunal, but eternity is right
Um,
there with
the Beyonders did uh dispatch the Living Tribunal, but the one above all is stronger than the
Yeah,
Living
yeah,
Tribunal,
that's
and the
true.
one below all is
Yeah,
stronger than the
yeah,
Living
that's true.
Tribunal,
you. Yeah.
He's right
because
about
the one above all created the Living Tribunal. That's in the comics.
that.
Now, in the what if storyline, um, in my what if storyline, the Beyonders are mentioned, but I didn't mention eternity. or Infinity.
Yeah, you gotta mention both of those because all of those go to get the Living Tribunal, Eternity. They actually Eternity work together. Infinity
Hmm.
is there, but he doesn't work alongside with Eternity and the Living Tribunal.
Hmm.
So it's a little different.
Real quick, let me get in the comments. I don't want people to think. He said, "What if Cyborg shot the Fade with Ultron?" What y'all think about that on the verses?
Ultron destroys Cyborg easily.
That's what I was thinking, bro.
It's easy.
I
It's
hate
not
to
even.
say, I
It's
hate
not
to say
close.
that, yo. I felt like, yeah, that shit ain't even fair, bro.
Ultron would
Ultron was
literally
giving people word in
control
Secret
Cyborg.
Wars. The first one, yo, Ultron was giving. He killed freaking your boy, KG. He killed dang, what's his name? Even though he's working with Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom revitalized him. Kang the Conqueror.
Oh yeah.
He said, no, Doom, you need me, you fool. He said, no. And he had Ultron like disintegrate his ass.
Ultron would literally make Cyborg do whatever he wants to because he would take control of Cyborg. It's not even close.
I agree.
Good
Yeah, I have
thought.
to go with
It's a
Ultron.
good thought though. Do Deadshot and Deathstroke have similarities? Deadshot
Only
don't.
thing they have in common is that Deathstroke, let the DC guy in today, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah,
Deathstroke and Deadshot are both expert marksmen.
that's all I was gonna say.
That's
And because Deathstroke got a healing factor, Deadshot don't.
Yeah, he don't got a healing factor, and not only that, Deathstroke specializes in way more things.
Yeah,
He's a swordsman. Uh, you know what I'm saying? He thinks faster and all of that. Deadshot is just a regular human. Jimmy Bernard. He's just Deadshot is just regular. He just
I
got
like Peacemaker.
Peacemaker's cool.
Maybe because he got his own show. I don't know, but I thought Peacemaker was pretty cool.
Yeah, you should have watched Penguin. Penguin, I thought the Penguin show was better than that, but it was real good. It ended last Sunday. That messed me up. So I ain't got a Sunday show to watch unless it's
So is that season one just wrapped
yeah,
or?
yeah. And I noticed nowadays they
Okay.
cheat with the episodes. When I was a kid, it looked like they used to give you like 13, 12 episodes to like a series, more than that, sometimes 20. Now they only give you like 8 episodes. It's like everywhere I go is like 8 episodes, but whatever. Matt, go to yours, man. What's your next?
this one is gonna. A lot of people don't even know who this is, but we're gonna talk about Tyrone Cash today, aka Leonard
Black Hole.
Williams, the Black Hulk. Originally, even though Grey Hulk was the first Hulk, Mr. Joe Fixit, that they wrote a comic about, but the story arc is that Black Hulk is the very first Hulk. Leonard Williams was a British scientist at Cambridge University, and he actually worked with Bruce Banner. They was trying to recreate the super soldier serum, and he did the test on himself and ended up becoming the Black Hulk. He killed a bunch of people, so he ended up having a run, and he stayed gone for 16 years, and that's when he decided to come up with the name Tyrone Cash. And he actually was a villain and was killing mob bosses in Asia and Africa, taking their riches, and he started his own little mafia until Nick Fury sent War Machine to go get him. And they got when they found him, they talked him into joining Project Avengers to to go catch the Ghost Rider because the Ghost Rider had a bounty on his head. Now my story arc was what if Tyrone Cash was an original Avenger, not Project Avengers back then. And the reason I said that because Tyrone Cash was unstoppable too. War Machine, they didn't have weapons that could stop him like Bruce Banner, except he was black. and he actually dressed
And
like
he had intelligence, Mac. You
yeah.
got
He was actually Bruce
intelligence
Banner's
when he was in his Hulk form.
yeah. He was Bruce Banner's professor.
Yeah, yeah, he was basically Professor Hulk.
Yeah. So I think if they would have had Bruce that Black Hulk with the Avengers, I think the original Avengers team would have been way different. And but back then it kind of would have, how can I say it? It would have, the signs of the times was different then when they had when the Avengers came around. But having a black person on the team, he would have been the first black member of the Avengers. He would have been in Infinity Wars. It would have been a little different because I honestly think he wouldn't have had things psychologically that would stop him from fighting Thanos, and he would have actually gave Thanos a good fight. It would have been. I think the storylines probably would have been a little shorter. They would have had. He was the things that he would have had them doing because he actually helped them catch Ghost Rider. Didn't defeat Ghost Rider, helped them catch Ghost Rider.
Didn't Tyrone Cash end up dying?
Yes.
Um, so basically in your storyline, what if he would have been the main Hulk?
Yes.
Mac, I like it. And I like that story arc. I'm cool with that story arc. To be honest with you, I had to go back and research him because I heard of Tyrone Cash before, but I just had to go back and do my homework. And as soon as I read up and I did all my research on him and I remembered everything, that's why I got to give you credit. I like this one actually best, him replacing Bruce Banner. I actually think this is a smart storyline. Derek Gaines. Wait, hold on. Before you go, Derek Gaines, try to
Real quick. I'm glad you went back and read up on it because a lot of people they forget about characters like that don't show up anymore because, like you said, he did die, but he died because they had to calm him down to get back into his regular person form in the Leonard, and that's where they killed him. They couldn't kill him when he was the Hulk.
Tay Batman is old. Pooh Man said the Penguin was good. It was only 8. He said 8 episodes. Messing up the story with too many episodes. Oh, you saying that's why? So 8 episodes is good. All right, I hear you. He said, Tay said which Hulk is the most powerful? That's Titan Hulk, and then Breaker is probably second. Pooh Man said at Doctor Strange versus John Constantine. That's not even fair, bro. You gotta put Doctor Fate, Pooh Man.
Dr. Fate is the only person I would
yeah, that's the only one that could really, you know what I mean? And now you talk about KG's boy, Doctor
And
Strange.
then if you and the only way Doctor Strange win that you would literally have to go to the dark Doctor Strange because that is and it is a Doctor Strange that can beat Doctor Fate, but you really have to go into those different versions of Doctor Strange just to even come up with somebody. But Constantine, that's not fair.
Yeah, that's not
You
fair.
want him to die.
He said, "What if Doctor Strange had beef with Constantine because
Constantine couldn't beat regular heroes. He could only beat demons.
yeah,
Because he didn't have like super. He didn't have no powers like that. He was a spellcaster, really.
Same thoughts, Pooh Man. All right, go Derek Gaines, what you got on next with Tyrone Cash? I don't know if you heard of Black Hole.
No, I did not know there was a Black Hulk. I knew there was. I knew there was a guy. They touched on him in the Marvel show. With with the Winter Soldier and the Falcon and the basically he was the
Oh
Black
yeah,
Captain
yeah,
America.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that was the Black Captain America. He
Yeah,
was
that
like
was
Yeah,
that wasn't told that
yeah.
was Tyrone Cash.
yeah,
I didn't know it was a Black Hulk.
yeah. Shout out to Mark Miller. He was the one that wrote this that wrote about the Black Hole. He created the Black Hole.
I need to find that story
It
and read
came.
it.
You probably wouldn't because it didn't come. They didn't write into the Black Hole until the
He
2000s.
said Elijah. KG watched it. I forgot KG be watching a lot of those. KG, did you ever watch the She-Hulk series? Now I want to know because KG don't watch. He watched Loki. Don't watch the Captain America joint. So I just wanted to know. Yeah, man. But go ahead, Mac. You were saying something? Oh, all right. I guess y'all ain't got nothing. All right. Shoot. Shoot. Are we on the last one?
Yeah, we only did three.
Yeah, we did three. That was your third. That was your third, Mac. That was your third, Derek.
Nah, I still got one more.
That was
My
number two.
That was
yeah,
number.
who's up? Me or you at?
Nah, it's me. It's me. It's me.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, 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 I did. That's what I did. I kind of lost track. My bad. So, in my next story arc that I picked was the death of Gwen Stacy, 1973 Spider-Man comic.
But what was your what if be?
Hold on,
Okay, I'm going quiet.
God, Mac,
I'm
man.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Can I explain to them the story? So what happens is Norman Osborn comes back. He was perceived to be had passed away for a while. And what ends up happening is he kidnaps and abducts Gwen Stacy and he brings her to what the person that illustrated it must have not been from New York because he drew it as the Brooklyn Bridge. It was supposed to be the Brooklyn Bridge, but he drew the George Washington Bridge. He didn't know the differences. So you got to be from New York to know those subtle differences. It's a big difference. And they point that out in the comic. So what happens is Spider-Man tries to save her, her neck breaks. He goes back after he tries to save her with the web and the the inertia of the rope, this spider web, what I mean, breaks her neck because he tries to pick her up. But in my version, in the act version of the art, she lives. And Peter Parker doesn't have to go home and console Mary Jane. And he never ends up with Mary Jane. He stays with Gwen Stacy in my timeline. And the when he's turned around and the what is it, the Green Goblin jet or whatever it is, I forgot what it's called, his little jet thingy that he sits on. Glider comes towards Peter and Peter flips up because that happens in the comic too. That's why they did that in the movie. It doesn't kill him. It misses him and knocks him out. It like hits him on the head. So both of them don't. Gwen Stacy doesn't pass away, and so basically what ends up happening is Norman doesn't ever pass away, and Gwen Stacy doesn't ever pass away. So it's a whole different story arc. It's a whole different story arc. and he never gets with Mary Jane. He stays with Gwen. He always loved Gwen, and he has to battle Norma Osborn. He never battle uh, Harry because his father never passes away, and he stays his best friend. What's up, man? What you got for me, Marvel man?
I actually do like this storyline. That's a good story.
Thank you, Mac. Thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't think you was gonna like it. I didn't think it
Was
was.
that a love
I'm
Why
story?
like,
do you think I was gonna like it? I'm gonna be honest with you.
nah, because I
I'm
was
gonna
like,
tell
let
you.
something good happen for once.
I'm
Like,
gonna
why
tell
we
you.
always got to deal with tragedy?
I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like Mary Jane. I like Gwen Stacy.
You know what's crazy? I feel that way too. I felt
I,
like,
I also like Black Cat.
yes,
I don't like Mary Jane because most of Batman's struggles came following behind Mary Jane. Even when she got married and had them kids with another dude while she was still with Spider-Man, like that bothered me.
yeah, that bothered me
And
too.
then she got mad that he was with Black Cat after you left him. Like, come on, man. Like that, I don't like Mary Jane. And to be honest with you, if my what if in that was what if Mary Jane died? Like, get rid of her. Y'all kill Aunt B, y'all kill Uncle Ben, but y'all don't ever get rid of her. Y'all even kill Gwen Stacy, but y'all don't ever get rid of Mary Jane. Let her go. Redheads, man, redheads be the craziest ones, don't they?
And you know what's crazy? I agree with you on that because even though her and Peter got a long history and stuff like that, if Gwen Stacy would have never passed away and they would have never been comforting each other, from what I read in this comic, they probably wouldn't have got together. It kind of remind me of Spawn with his wife and his best friend.
Yeah.
They would have never got together. So, yeah, me personally, I don't like Mary Jane had mad boyfriends in that
Facts.
comic. Like it, like
And how was you with his best friend? Like, man, come on. And to be honest with you,
yeah, that was another thing.
yeah, Harry filed for that.
Even in the comic, it was like that. That wasn't just in
Yeah.
the movie.
Yeah,
He knew
that
Peter
was
was
real.
her.
That was the
And
first time she violated Peter.
She still got with she didn't know, but
She
I'm
got with
saying
Harry. She got with
Harry was dirty for that.
She got with Harry multiple times. It wasn't just that one time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't like Mary Jane either, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I don't like Mary.
Yeah, I don't like Mary Jane. She was too
She's
out there for
she's
it.
a lady of the night.
She'd have never made it. She would never made it. And
She
then
belongs to the streets.
messing with best friends.
Hey, you need to. That's what you
It's
need
on
to
the
figure out.
same
Some
path as
she
brother
belongs to the streets.
to me. To me, that's all in the same lane. You can't get away with that. If you go
We
and
need
do something, do it with a stranger.
We
Best
need a sound.
brothers and all of that, and cousins and all of that. That's a no go. There ain't no coming back from that. So, yeah, Mary Jane was. I completely agree with Mac. Derek Gaines, you got something on that, man? Yeah, hold it down, real quick. Hold it down.
Was that a love story?
He said, "Was Derek? Hold it down. Go ahead, explain."
Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like a love story.
Oh,
Spider-Man in love with Stacy, Mary Jane, Black Cat. Did he ever have a thing for Spider-Woman?
yes.
So,
But that wasn't the same Spider-Man. That was a whole different Earth.
because I remember a storyline where Norman Osborn was dispatching all of the clones of Spider-Man. Excuse me. I need to take a hose. And it was Ben Rowley, I think the other Spider-Man was. And Peter Parker.
At the one with 2099.
I wish I still had them comics when that's when Norman Osborn put a hit out on Peter Parker, and
Spider sense is tingling.
that's when Spider-Man adopted them other personas like the Shadow, Prodigy. It was a couple. Was it Ricochet or Slingshot? It was a couple more. I think it was 4 of them. Yeah, long time ago. I wish I still had them comics.
He said, "What if Blake's son, Dad Green, joined the family business, but he never developed the thirst and had to take his pops out. He finally." That's interesting.
You know, Pete had a bunch of girlfriends. I'm gonna tell you one. You remember he dated Jill Stacy too?
Huh?
You remember he dated Jill Stacy too?
Yeah.
He dated Silk. He dated Mockingbird. He dated Captain Marvel.
Yes, he did. Yo,
He dated.
wait, him
He
and
dated.
Captain Marvel got together?
Huh?
Him and Captain Marvel got together?
Yes.
Okay.
He dated Black Widow. Who was he with? The fuck was that?
Oh, Derek, muted.
Yeah.
While he talking, if you can, like,
yeah. Don't forget he dated Silver Sable too, and Emma Frost, and Jessica Jones. Who's somebody else?
Oh,
Batman had a what?
You heard Derek? You heard Derek?
What's that?
No, I was saying, like, could you mute it, bro? While he's talking, it's just on your end.
That's not me, but I'll
you
mute it.
know.
Nah, it ain't you. Nah, see, yeah, it was Derek, because I don't hear it. I don't hear it. Nah, he had like some feedback in the back.
That's me. That's me.
Is you? You sure? Because I don't hear it.
Oh, okay, it wasn't me. You know, Blade does have a son, KG. Eric Brooks is Blade's son. I thought you knew that.
Yes,
he got a daughter too.
Yeah, I thought he had a daughter. But yo, Derek, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
Eric Brooks Jr. and Brielle Brooks.
He said read over. He said trade family business up the thirst. Yeah,
His son, no, I'm sorry. His son is Varys. He became the leader of the vampire. He was the new lord of the vampire. He had to fight his son.
Who was the mother?
I'd have to go back and read that.
All right. Go to your next storyline.
Excuse me. This is my last one. It goes in line. I just tried to do a whole storyline of what ifs that joined together. So what if the Watchers took over? What if the Living Tribunal turned bad? And this one is, what if Galactus defeated the Celestials? And in my story arc is Galactus is seeing the chaos erupt in the universe between the Living Tribunal, the Dark Council, the Watchers, and the automatons, the black bodies. And he calls all his heralds together, and past and former, Silver Surfer. I think his name was Thrax. He had an axe. Fire Lord, Nova, all his heralds, and he sends them out to find planets, specific planets with celestial seeds uh, germinating in them. This goes from the Eternals, when there was a celestial growing in Earth, and he he sets out to destroy them planets to gain power, to confront the uh, the Living Tribunal and the rest. So he absorbs these planets, and Celestials try to stop him, and he defeats the weakest one first, and he absorbs their power, gaining in size and power. Till he, I looked it up. There are 12 Celestials, might be more, but it said it was 12, and he eliminates Galactus, eliminates them one by one, and he comes to the leader of the Celestials. I think I wrote his name down. The leader of the Celestials, he is uh, I can't find it. He is the judge of the Celestials. He's all powerful. So him and Galactus battle it out. It's a fierce battle, and he overcomes the Celestial with the help of his heralds, and he absorbs his power just like he would have absorbed planets. Galactus doesn't really need his machines to absorb planets. He could do it himself. But he absorbs all the Celestials' powers and sets out to destroy uh, the Living Tribunal, the the Dark Council, the Watchers, and to restore balance in his universe. And that's the end of my story arc right there.
That's actually a good one. Only thing that I would have added, I would have put some
Oh,
deep.
oh, oh! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'd have put some
I need
deep.
to add that after he defeats all the Celestials, he becomes Galactus Supreme.
Okay.
So with that, because he grows in power and cosmic ability and everything, and he goes out to to destroy the rest of them.
Like I said, only thing I would have added, I like it. I just would have added a with a celestial, with the celestial deviant. But
You would add it what? I couldn't hear you.
a deviant,
A
Thanos,
deviant?
like even though Thanos is supposed to be a celestial, he got
Thanos is supposed to be an eternal.
he's supposed to be a
So
Ain't no, he is an eternal.
he is an eternal, but he got
yeah, he's supposed to be an eternal. I don't know any deviants. I did add that comment.
Namor got a deviant gene. That's why he can fly. He got a partial deviant. You could look it up.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
He's, if you ask, Thanos is actually dope.
yeah, he is. He's half and half.
But he was born. His dad, everybody he was born an eternal. That's his bloodline.
But he got that's why
He got the deviant is like the bad side.
Well, if you want to add the deviants, we have to get the Inhumans
Yeah,
from the Tarragon Mist.
That
And
wouldn't make them deep.
well, the people that oh man, I forgot. It's Black Bolt's brother released the Tarragon Mist.
Yes.
Didn't he turn some people into deviants?
No, he turned them into the yeah, he turned them into he didn't turn them into deviants. The deviants are a complete race, just like the Eternals.
yeah, they are.
They're the enemies of the Eternals.
Yeah.
They're not Inhumans. Inhumans are something completely different. It's like the Inhumans are almost something similar to your mutants because you got a
Gotcha.
mutant gene and then you also have an Inhuman gene. The Inhuman gene is only activated with the Terrigen Mist. Only.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But good story. I like that one. Derek, that was the best joint. I like that one.
Thank you.
Oh, Mac, man.
All right. So let's go. I saved the best for last because this was a great. What if X-Men? What if it wasn't the Avengers and the X-Men actually fought Thanos? And if you think about it, the X-Men has actually fought Thanos in multiple comics. In the original Infinity Gauntlet, not Infinity Stone. I mean Infinity War, but Infinity Gauntlet. That was the X-Men wasn't the main heroes in the story, but they were a part of that storyline. Matter of fact, in that storyline, that's where those lines on Thanos' chin come from. Wolverine put those there. He stabbed Thanos, and he also cut his chin, and Thanos snapped the Reality Stone, turning his adamantium skeleton into rubber in the comic. If y'all remember that, I don't know if y'all do, but yeah,
Nah, I remember that.
yeah. So that's and when I think about what if the X-Men fought Thanos, it would have to be a specific team of X-Men to fight Thanos because you've had multiple comics where the X-Men had fought Thanos. You had the what was the other one? I don't know if you guys read the story arc where the Phoenix Force got into Cyclops. They got into I don't know why his name Colossus. It was a few. It was a few X-Men that got it.
I've
They
seen it.
actually,
I
yeah,
didn't read it.
they fought Thanos and killed him in that comic book. In that storyline, that was what was the name of that storyline? That was X-Men versus Avengers.
Okay.
Thanos was a part of that. Then you had the Thanos Imperative storyline, and the X-Men were involved in that conflict as well. But if I look at what if they had an X-Men team that went in and fought Thanos, I honestly believe that storyline would be one comic book because you put the right team together.
So what
Professor
was you
X.
changing, Mac? I didn't understand.
What would I change?
No, I'm saying like, what's your story arc to it?
That's what I was getting to.
Oh, okay.
I was putting together my X-Men team that would go fight Thanos.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because you'd have to have the right team put together. The right
Yeah.
team put together destroys everything. So if you got Jean Grey, Professor X, Emma Frost, Rogue, and I'd probably do Iceman, and I probably do Storm, and I guarantee you, Thanos doesn't have a chance at all. I don't even think he gets but one Infinity Stone. And
Okay, I thought you was done. I was gonna ask Derek.
yeah, that would be my story arc. When they put a certain team together, Rogue would be involved because Rogue can take your power. And you got things like Gambit is actually more powerful than they make him. He's actually in the comics. He lowers his powers down in the comics because he's so powerful. And I would put him on the team, but he's not. So what do y'all think?
Go ahead,
You
Derek.
wouldn't have Professor X.
Huh?
You wouldn't have Professor X.
That was the first name I said. The very first name.
Then I like it.
He'd have to be there. It's no more. It's not a more powerful telepath.
Did you say Nightcrawler?
No, I didn't.
I would.
I like the reason I said the team I did because I'm looking at Omega level mutant.
Right. Gotcha.
And when I said Professor X, Jean Grey, Frost, Storm, and Storm and Rogue and Iceman. I was only thinking of Omega level.
Yeah, I was about to say everybody Omega level. Even though only thing I gotta say with the Iceman one is
man, y'all must
Bobby. No, it's not. Nah, he Omega level. I'm not saying that. Bobby. Bobby or whatever. She said the feedback.
That is your background, Derek.
That's Derek. Derek. Look, this is what we going. Guess when somebody's talking, go on mute. That go for everybody. And then when we
I can't hear it. I'm sitting in a quiet room. There's no noise.
Okay, now. Okay, now when
Are you sitting by a fan or something?
Nope.
It's coming from your end.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it might be my phone because I got it close to my face and I'm breathing. So, but I'll mute it. It's no big deal.
Only because they said it in the comments. Because they saying it in the comments. We just try to jump off. We try to click it off and on if you can. When we got a comment or something. But Dag, see, I kind of lost my thought.
You were talking about Iceman.
Yeah. Well, Iceman or whatever. Iceman, he was in a different generation. He was with Jean and Cyclops and Beast and all of them, but he was part of that first era. He stayed for a little bit with the second era, but then he left. That was my whole thing. So I was wondering would Iceman really still rock out, if he had to, because there was a point where he just left, period. Once Wolverine's crew and everybody else got there, and Colossus and Katie Prod, he was non-existent. But other than that, I feel you with the everybody Omega level that you picked. That it was a good that still was a good spill, and I think that was a good story.
I appreciate it.
Good story. You and Derek had good stories. So we're gonna end it with mine. So mine is one of the best DC comic storylines too. Emerald Twilight, Green Lantern, Emerald Twilight. Basically, what happens is it starts off with Hal Jordan, Coast City, everything is obliterated. His dad dies, everybody dies. And Hal Jordan wants to use his power ring to make a construct to bring everybody back to life. as soon as the Guardians of Oa sense that Hal is trying to do this, they tell him like, "Stop! What are you doing? This is that and the third." And then Hal thinks in his mind while he's grieving because Coast City's been destroyed. They turned it to a crater. So you gotta imagine that's like me in New York, especially Harlem. You know what I mean? Everything is destroyed, the whole Manhattan borough, everything that I know and I love. I'm gonna want to try to bring that back together. And then the Guardians telling me, like, yo, act, can't do this. So what Hal does is he flies to Oa and he has the idea, let me go get not the lantern that they use to charge up their battery. There's a really big battery that they call a central power battery. He goes there and he tries to charge his ring all the way to where he thinks he could recreate everything. But because of the fact that he's not listening to the Guardians and things like that, he has other Green Lanterns that come to oppose him, like Kilowog and Sinestro. He ends up killing all of them. And Guy Gardner, who's another Green Lantern of Earth, is Guy Gardner, Kyle Rayner, Jessica Jones. I mean, not Jessica Jones. Sorry, Jessica Cruz and John Stewart, who are the Green Lanterns of Earth. They don't have those in there. They only got Guy Gardner in there who tries to stop them. Basically, Guy Gardner is the hero in that story. That's one of the things that I would have changed. Instead of Guy Gardner being there, I would have made it either Jessica Cruz or I would have made it John Stewart. Even though I like Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner is like one of those dudes that always make you laugh, and he's the comic relief in the story. So basically, he murders all of the other Green Lanterns, and only one that's left there is Guy Gardner. So my thing is with that, and he gets all of their rings and he becomes Parallax. My thing there is he ends up becoming good after all of this damage that he's done. In my storyline, in my story arc, Hal Jordan, he stays Parallax and he starts the Yellow Lantern Corps because Sinestro in that version of the y'all have to Derek Gaines, you need to read this comic.
Maybe that's a good one to do a show on.
You need, bro. In all of y'all stop being like that. Y'all gotta understand there's great storylines out there. Mac knows this. He knows both sides. I'm gonna need everybody to and plus I'm kind of
getting a lot of feedback. Hey, there, go on mute.
I need y'all to have more of an open mind because I love Marvel. I'm always gonna love Marvel, but I don't like all of this woke stuff that they doing. James Gunn ain't trying to do that. He's old school. He already said he's not doing that. All of that stuff that Marvel and Disney's trying to do. That's what's losing me with Marvel.
That's why I haven't been watching them.
That's why I'm gonna always side with DC. I don't care what nobody tells me with Marvel and stuff like that. Until they fix that, I'm on my DC side. I'm gonna still read the old Marvel stuff, but all this new stuff they got going on, I'm sorry, I gotta go with the real men. I gotta stay with DC. Sorry,
I get what you're saying.
That know both sides like me. Mac is saying that. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying
it. But I love a lot of the new story arcs. But see, the stuff I'm reading ain't the woke stuff.
Yeah. It ain't the woke stuff. But I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah,
If they
I
ever wonder
like
why Act stay on the DC side more, because of
yeah.
that.
And if I like the America Chavez, they got America Chavez comics out right now. I don't think that comic is gonna do good. But you know what? I might buy some of them.
I actually liked her.
I didn't see.
Remember when you was like, you don't know who America Chavez is? I
Yeah,
actually liked her.
I, but they just start making her comics. I might buy her comic just because I know this gonna end up like Blue Marvel and they're gonna be worth a lot of money later on.
Yeah. I might. You know what? That's not a bad idea. Maybe I
So,
might put that. Maybe I might do that.
cause bro,
Salute to
think
my
about
bro
this.
Titan. I seen you
How
coming.
many? I'll give you an example. How often do you see even comic book channels talk about those comics? I see them talk about Squirrel Girl more, and I've never seen none of them talk about America Chavez.
You know what? You gave me an idea. That might be the next upload. Might be Squirrel Girl. But
You know what?
yes,
We haven't even talked. We haven't even did no. You know what? I got an idea. I'm gonna chop it up with you.
yeah. So in my comic, my story arc, Hal never becomes a good guy. He stays Parallax and he starts the Yellow Lantern Corps because he's Parallax anyway, and that's the entity for the Yellow Lanterns. And he's one of the main bad guys to the Justice League after he destroys the Green Lantern Corps. And another thing that I'm changing, Guy Gardner isn't the main protagonist. My protagonist is going to be John Stewart going up against Hal Jordan. Kind of like what they did in Beware My Power. If you ever watched that animated movie, which was great, that's basically what happened. If you ever watched that the last Green Lantern animated movie they came out with, Beware My Power, great. Anybody got any comments before we get ready to wrap this thing up?
Nope, I'm good.
Anything? Oh,
I'm good.
okay. Okay. She said, Ack, you still a hater. You still gonna be a hater.
You know,
Laugh.
to be honest with you, Mo Tay, we don't even be mentioning nothing bad. You come in hating every show. I love you, Tay, but you literally come in the show hating.
That's her job to troll Batman.
I know.
That's her job.
I can't let you be a hater all your life. You supposed to be my boo, and hate don't look good on you. You gonna be hanging out with me. We can't be no hater.
Mac, stupid. Man. All right, man. This was a good show.
It really was.
She laughing. This was a good show. This is a good idea. I appreciate everybody coming in here and rocking out with us, even the people that came in late. Derek, you got any last words for the people, man?
No, no. We need to do this again and just let our imaginations go to work and see what we could do next time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Matt,
Yo,
you got anything?
man, stay tuned. We got some great stuff coming for y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned. The channel is growing. I'm loving the growth. Loving the growth.
Yeah, we got 30,000 views, man. Almost
Yeah,
40 views, 40,000. I mean,
I'm loving it.
little by little. She said, "No, Mac, I love you." Oh man, oh man, appreciate it. Oh man, salute to everybody. Like I said, that came through. Even all the family that stopped through late. We're gonna be back next week again. I appreciate my brothers for always coming in and making the time. Um, appreciate the ideas that we've been having. Shawa, make sure you tell your husband to subscribe if he got a YouTube channel. We'll appreciate that because I know he likes talk like this. We appreciate that very much. Share the video. And yeah, we'll be back next week with another one. We're gonna try to start going live more than once because the channel probably would be even bigger. Me and Max been talking about that, and we're gonna come up with solid ideas that we could do and constantly do. At least start off with Saturday and Sundays. That's the least I could do for y'all. Saturday and Sundays. Y'all deserve that. And I appreciate everybody that consistently comes in. And yeah. She said he can hear you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So on that note, we're gonna get out of here. And again, we appreciate y'all. Love.